Is there any further discussion on the resolution? Mr. Mills is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I just wanted to make a brief comment, and again, I appreciate Ranking Member Meeks' comments with regards to bipartisan support and efforts, and clearly I respect my colleague greatly. But I will point out the fact that one of the things that continues to be discussed is that the increase in nuclear enrichment by Iran is in somehow as a result of us removing ourselves from what was very much a failed resolution on JCPOA, also known as Resolution 2231. I would also note that when we continue to try and look at it from a partisan perspective by saying that this was Trump's fault or whatever, I'd also like to note that we also had President Obama who released $1.7 billion in cash in 2020 that led to an increase in Kataib Hezbollah's activities, as well as for every one of the Iranian proxy militias of Iraq that resulted in more attacks by Qais Khazali, Hadi al-Amiri, and the Hashd al-Shabi against our U.S. embassies. So I want to go ahead and say that we must make sure that we prevent a nuclear Iran. We must ensure that we hold our adversaries accountable. We must acknowledge Hamas, Houthi, the Hezbollah under General Hassan Nasrallah, as well as for the rest of the proxy militias of Iraq as an enemy. And certainly with the atrocities that's been committed in Israel, I don't think that it's a time to necessarily have to point out the partisanship of where this comes from, but even the General Secretary of the UN, Ban Ki-moon, and General Secretary Gutierrez, both during their time as the head of the UN, said that mid-range ballistic missiles was being transferred by Iran to the Houthis in Yemen, which is a clear and direct violation of JCPOA. There must be accountability for those who actually violate these agreements, and we must be able to call it and lay the blame where it is without partisanship. With that, I yield back.
Gentleman yields. Any further